Just in time for the spooky season, I'll show you a few bite-sized story-driven horror mods to please the pumpkin gods. And we're starting with Umbra of Fate by Remilia Scarlet, aka Partition 36, who not only made this beautiful map, but also the soundtrack. Before the action starts, you're presented with a backstory. In short, you're on a very uneventful hunting trip, and as you return to your car, you notice a ravine that wasn't there before. Decide to explore and can't get back up. After some first encounters, you come up to this ancient temple which draws you in, and that's where the fun begins. The temple's absolutely breathtaking. So much detail went into the creation and everything just seems perfectly decorated and has a very dark atmosphere. There's a mix of enemies here and some have been altered. There are a bunch of suggestions on the forum page on how to load this mod and which settings should be used, and that makes a huge difference in presentation. I was struggling a little with the difficulty at first, but that just means you can enjoy this just a little bit longer, right? Check it out, I left the links to the mod and the soundtrack down below. Passage of the Unformed by Drakatgo is 1 month old and the newest one in the bunch, and holy shit is it good. This one feels exactly like a short story written by H.P. Lovecraft. It is unsettling, dark and creepy. The protagonist has made a few bad decisions and borrowed money from the wrong people and therefore needs to hide out in his cabin in the woods. I can't say or show too much or it would spoil the fun, and I would like you to experience this masterpiece in its entirety. It's not very long, but demonstrates that a 40-hour campaign is not necessary to suck you in as deep as this one does. I would really like there to be more creations like this. Yes, we have some gunplay, but it is not in the foreground. I can't say this enough, I absolutely adore Passage of the Unformed, and I hope he will make more like this. Soundtrack has been made by Herzog, but it's not available on Bandcamp. But his music is pretty interesting, so you might want to check that out too. The link to both is down below. While I Hate Storm by RastaManGames doesn't have a lot of text in it, it uses environmental storytelling a lot. You wake up from the storm, but cannot sleep anymore, and while you're walking around the house, there are some demons in there with you. It appears it is not just your house, but the entire town has been infested. Is it a dream? Is it real? I don't know. But this mod shows how an entire town can work just nicely in Doom. It's no City of the Damned 2, but it feels just right. In order to go back to sleep, you need to find the 6 keys, and while you're at it, kill all the bad guys. Easy. This mod is from September, but got an update about 2 weeks ago with the note that it is now completable. Well, I didn't have any issue getting through the original build, but hey, updates are always nice. The atmosphere is fitting and I like running and gunning in the rain while exploring the small town. I Hit Storm is a neat example of non-linear level design and is much more than what I imagined from a single map experience. Give it a go. Link is down below. The map begins just as we arrive at the church, where another intruder has met his fate already. And we are greeted by armed men who somehow remind me of The Simpsons. Just a tiny little bit. This one is on the harder side again, as you need to think twice on who or what you will be using your ammo on. It's a nice and moody experience that also aims to scratch that Lovecraft itch that, once you've experienced it, never seems to go away. After running through the garden trying to find a way inside, we quickly realize that there might be a little bit more going on than in your regular church. Somehow I was reminded of Alone in the Dark 2 a bit. There are a lot of small details that go a long way, like the adjusted color palette or the fancy mustache. Not only do we witness a lot of messed up things in this mansion, we also come across a terrible ritual. Let's hope the professor will not regret this. Plumb to Horror Episode 1 Train Travel was inspired by the Fears to Fathom series, which focuses on storytelling and is presented in an episodic anthology format, like the Dark Pictures anthology for example. As the title suggests, we are traveling by train due to a recent breakup and in order to reunite with the family. While searching for your compartment, it already seems as if something is not quite right. Yet, you grab a bite and look around a bit before it gets dark and you go to sleep. You wake in the middle of the night because nature calls, but strangely, all the bathrooms are closed. So you make your way to the head of the train, where you find the train manager and are allowed to use his bathroom. Upon returning to your compartment, your assumptions are validated. Someone knows you're here. Or something. As you decide to report to the train manager, you find a trail of blood and a meat cleaver. For the conclusion, I suggest that you play this one yourself. It's also not very long, but feels better experienced than just observed. The link is down below. This one is probably by far the most popular entry in this list. Soundless Mound by Marisa the Magician has been initially made for a horror-themed mapping contest. It is heavily inspired by the Silent Hill series, hence the name, and delivers in that regard. It features a dark atmosphere and weird things are happening all around you. You're locked inside an apartment building and need to find the key to leave. Or so you think. Your search leads you through different dimensions and the edge of sanity. While it is only a demo and seems to stay that way, it is a lot longer than I expected. If you still haven't played this one, now's the time. Just do it! Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching and press all the YouTube buttons.